The call was received at the station. No evidence of impairment this time. They'll be subject to the investigation. Well, we're looking at signs of under the influence of either narcotics, medication, alcohol, odor of alcohol, all these different things that would give you an idea in their behavior, but there was none present. That, now we're going beyond what we have at the time, so that'll take, the investigators will have to figure that one out.
I understand some vehicles now have essentially a black box that reports certain information about how fast the car is going, did airbags deploy, telemetry, that sort of thing. Did this vehicle have that? Will you get information from that as the investigation?
The investigators will be able to, if they have it, they'll be able to have that downloaded, and that will give us a good idea.
Was there anyone from Tiger's team following the vehicle? It was just him solo?
Not that we're aware of.
Sheriff, you said that he was conscious, I believe. Was he able to communicate how much pain he was in, whether or not, was he able to communicate at all?
He was able to communicate, and he was conscious. I'll leave it at that. La velocidad no sabemos cuánto es, pero era considerable según el punto de partida de donde cruzó la parte mediana de la calle y donde cayó al otro lado eran varios cientos de pies, y obviamente eso es una velocidad acelerante que se necesita para cubrir esa distancia. Hay una curva y está cuesta abajo a la misma vez.
Sheriff, do you know how long he was in the car before 911 arrived? Did he say at all how long he was waiting?
Well, we got the call at 7:12, and that came from the neighbors, so we have to assume they made that call almost immediately as soon as it happened, because the neighbors are sitting right within 50 feet of the location. So
they saw the crash happen.
If they didn't see it, they heard it, because it's literally happened right at their doorstep.
This is a courtesy car that he was driving, a Genesis courtesy car, correct?
That is correct.
And is it possible that Mr. Woods was on the phone when this accident occurred? Is this one of the factors that we're going to be considering?
That's something we'll have to explore. The investigators will have to ascertain that, if it was distracted driving.
Patrice Osby, can you describe how the axe and a special tool were used to extricate him from the vehicle? I mean, as far as the doors go, I mean, how were the tools used for this process?
As it pertains to the vehicle, as articulated earlier, it was a rollover accident, and so Tiger Woods was trapped inside the vehicle. So our firefighters and our firefighter paramedics used the pry bar, they call it Halligan tube, and an axe to pry parts of the vehicle away from him, so they were able to safely extricate him from the vehicle.
At what point did you realize it was Tiger Woods? Did he identify himself? Did they check his license? Let me know who it was.
They recognized him, and he identified himself as well.
Sheriff, did you say no blood was drawn at the scene from Tiger?
No, we don't have that capability, nor do we want it.
Sheriff, the accident crime scene has taken a long time. It's been there now for several hours. Just moving the car now. Is there a reason so much time has been taken at this crime scene? Are there certain factors you're looking at? Are there certain pieces of evidence you're hoping to find? Or is it simply the fact that this is Tiger Woods and this is the way we're going to handle it?
Well, any serious accident of this nature is going to take time. It usually takes hours, and removing the vehicle is one of the last steps, and they've done all their markers, taken all their measurements, gathered up all the stuff, and then 3 or 4 hours is pretty normal, actually.
The celebrity component is not playing a factor?
I don't think that'll play a factor in it.
Were the neighbors approaching, like checking on his well-being? Did they like make it to the site and actually make contact with him?
No, they did not. No, there's a bluff. They're sitting about 20 feet above the place where the vehicle came to rest.
Oh boy, should he feel bad for Tiger Woods? I don't.
He was not able to get up, no. That's not an option.
Did Tiger Woods ask you to contact anyone for him? Did he ask you to contact a specific member of his family or a specific member of his team that was here well-trained at this point?
That's his second car accident in a short
he did, but not
time.
at the scene.
I'm sorry, sir. Can you clarify?
He did at the hospital, but not at the scene.
He asked you to contact
Yes.
a member of his family.
Who was it? Oh, a member of his team.
Can you talk about the inside the car?
Huh?
Can you talk about the conditions inside the car? Was he trapped? Was he able to move at all?
Well, the interior of the cabin of the vehicle was more or less intact. The front end was totally destroyed. The bumpers, everything was destroyed. Airbags deployed, all of that.
They build him
however,
up, they
thankfully,
lick him down,
the interior was more or less intact,
but
which kind of
he
gave him
don't bounce
the cushion
right
to
back.
survive what's otherwise would have been a fatal crash.
They build him up and lick him down, but he don't bounce right back. They build him up and lick him down, but he don't bounce right back.
Eso es muy cierto,
He don't
porque si uno no
bounce
está
right
pendiente y
back.
está con el teléfono, o esas condiciones hacen que esto ocurra
Lo
con más
siento
frecuencia de
mucho,
lo normal.
Tiger Woods.
En ese lugar en particular, por la bajada y por la curva.
El accidente no hubo heridos, segundo accidente.
Estoy
No, no
Was he wearing
way.
a seatbelt or did he give any indication
preocupada.
where he was coming from or heading
It's
to?
your fault.
Well, he was definitely was heading northbound.
Once again,
on
this
Hawthorne.
was Annalie QB. I came, I touched. Now let the peace of the Most High God that is within me stays within me till
El
next
vehículo
time.
estaba destrozado por el